Oh, hello. We're going to take a look at a replay that Death Knight has sent me. Death Knight will be the purple guy, I assume, over on this team, playing as Undead. Looks like his team consists of a human player, an orc player, and an AFK player, who no one has controlled thus far, and the dancing peons guy in the enemy team. Is that why you wanted to show this? This guy just goes AFK the entire time. He sent this replay to me for some purpose, but I haven't quite ascertained as to exactly why it was, other than it being a close game. Undead. Human. So this is one of those team killers. There's a few of them that are left on Battle.net that just do this every single game. I have no idea why. And they're probably there as well, because if you try to interact, they'll start to move. Don't ask me what kind of lifestyle you live if that's the thing you're doing, but there you go. We got Blood Mage on the side from Dooza. What's he going to do with it? Death Knight's having an argument with someone in regards to who's controlling this hero. Who was controlling it then, do you think? Was it an argument between Pink? Pink doesn't look like he's doing much, so he could have been busy doing some macro on this side. Death Knight currently with the 310. I can't see the resources on this guy. You can't actually swap. I can't actually even see. Obviously, you click on the town hall, you get the resources, but I can't really see from up here. That Blood Mage, what's he been up to? He's doing this with the flame strikes. Seems to be somewhat successful, considering it didn't look like he had much, unless he had a footman that he lost. This guy's a little bit AFK-ish. Gorka's on the prowl. They're trying to set up their own expansions. Got Fiends coming out for Death Knight. Are you going for an early bottom middle spot, are you? Or are you trying this creep camp? Mr. Flame Strike wants to have a go. I'm speeding through this a little bit. Looks like you want the bottom middle or to rush. Oh, you're doing the rush, are you? Because you got a lever, so to speak. Technically, you're in a 4 versus 3, though, my son. Is this going to be an embarrassing replay, then? Are you regretting your decision? Let's have a look. Aurora. Sent into this position to defend his base. Let's put the team colours on so we can see a bit more clearly who's who. The red versus blue. This guy's not getting much help at all. He's getting towers up in the back of his base. Not easy to defend versus this. Let's see who comes in. Fury! They got the surround. Is that's not Gorka. Dooza! Could it be Dooza? I don't know. It might have been Dooza boy. That's a lot of militia coming in. Looks like they are starting to fight this back. Fury, not with much though. Still tier 1. Yeah, Fab's brought over a whole bunch of militia in a bid to try to stop this nonsense. GG already. GG, well played, guys. Dancing peons still dancing. This base seems to be operating quite efficiently, considering that guy was a lever. That's a lot of free kills. Going for Griffins over here, towards Castle. Death Knight making his way towards tier 2 from tier 1. Gorka reaching tier 2. And one hero now moving up to tier 2, eventually. Expansion for Fury. Expansion for Fabs. Expansion potentially for Fury down here. Or one of his buddies. Perhaps Aurora. All these towers in the back, but no longer. Okay. Looks like the middle's being crept by the East Hand team. That's Death Knight's team. I feel like I need to whack this up to like 16 times speed. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at or what I'm looking for. Another attack. I assume that these attacks aren't going to work. Surprising considering how much amazing range that is in that team. Like, that's pretty hard to engage with unless you've got massive levels of area of effect spells going on. Fab's putting some pressure up on here, but so much damage being done at the downside. This space has got to be destroyed, surely. Unless someone TP's back. One of the golden rules of 4 versus 4 RT is to never TP back. Otherwise, this is a guarantee, this kill on the base. Like, it's impossible to not kill that base, otherwise. Even then, he's still probably got enough, provided you don't lose a hero or something. Tier 2 still. You need a shredder, my son. Does look like they're going to hold this off, though, miraculously. I feel like this is a replay that is actually more beneficial to the enemy team than it is to you, my son. Because they're playing a 3 versus 4 right now, and they're holding this off. Frostworms are coming. Aurora really needs an expansion now. Although, obviously, they're not going to give him a break, are they?
Job's done. Job's done.
Our town is under attack.
Dancing Peons. Gorka's taking care of business up here. Look at all this range. And you got upgrades, 2-1 and 2-2. Frostworms ain't looking so good right here. If you can get a decent arc here. There you go, that's a nice web. Pulls it right in. Frostworms will go down very quickly, they get focused, but they're not being touched at all. There's too much hero focus going on. Does pay off, but a little bit crazy. Okay, Gork is just mad with power on this side. They haven't got much left, have they? Town portal. Now it truly is the 3 versus 4 with that base at the top being gone. They've got 2 free expansions on their side. You guys haven't got yourselves any expansions. That's why you've made this game difficult for yourselves. I see... Well, I won't skip to it just yet. Raid keeps fighting back. They're getting a lot of experience from these defenses. Level 6 on their Death Knight. Fury's carrying this. So there's no expansion. None, none, none. You needed to set yourselves up an expansion at some point. 4 versus 4 RT is a game of numbers, essentially. Micro helps, but the game of numbers pretty much always takes precedence, even in 1 versus 1, a lot of the time. If your opponent has too much gold, it doesn't matter how well you play. KG's rooting for red. They're looking for the middle spots to creep. A bit more experience, perhaps some items. The ogres are still alive at this point. 18 minutes into the game. This blue ogre should be dead. And this one as well. So you can get your scroll of resurrection. They're funneling more units in through the middle. You're going for yet another attack on this Aurora guy. This guy has had to spend the last 18 minutes just pretty much defending his base, and this looks like it's going to go. There's not even a repair. Maybe he just gave up at that point. There must have been an executive team decision to just continue to push and not defend, which probably was the right decision, to be quite frank, because there's not much to be gathered from defending that base over and over, as it whittles down into nothingness. If you can have a successful fight. Gorka loses the hero. Vivi doing the hero nukes. Pulls out. Death Knight in trouble though. The area of effect is quite nice from Fabs. but there's some flame strike on the way back coming his way. Ooh, the TP does go off. Ah, Fivi taking a few more pop shots with the power of his heroes and his frostworms, but they've got so much range units. Berserkers, fiends, rifles, griffins. You've now got 3,300 gold, my friend, Death Knight. What do you plan to do with it? Is this one hero guy taking too much concentration right now? Because he's not in the game, but having to play him, defend him. Where's the shredder? Where's the transfer of wood? There we go. Ice shard from the blue ogre. This ogre's still going. Death Knight's taking care of the buildings on this side. Aurora, what's left of him, in enemy territory, being fended off. Interesting tower. Let's speed through. Red's got a sizable force though, to be fair. You're sitting on the 44 food mark. I would have thought there'd be some 4 boneyards or something in a moment to sort of like mass out units from. Yeah, the stream was good, thank you, London Mac. Okay, Fury putting more pressure on one hero's base. Is he going to be able to force a TP, or will he take that one out? Because Fury's taking this expansion as well. He's trying to carry hard. If he really wanted to carry harder, he should have got himself a 3rd hero there. Undead 3 heroes can do some very heavy carrying. Huge army down there being picked off. Are they going to turn around? Or Fabs is just going to have you? Fabs is going to have you. But the Flame Strike keeps getting Fabs as he tries to do the blizzards. But it pays off nonetheless. You guys are coming into Fury's base, but Fury's giving it to Gorka, who hasn't got reinforced defenses. 22 minutes into the game. He didn't feel the need to, though, because that's the first time his base is being attacked by the looks of it. Fury trying to just delay you with the towers by the looks of it. So I assume this comes down to base races at this point, because no one seems interested in teleporting back. Although teleporting back to that would be suicide. Massive army from Fabs. It's managed to get quite a few of your fiends, unfortunately. If you transitioned to more powerful units earlier, you would have had a much easier time this game. Even just abominations or something. Although they are slow and clunky. Frostworms, triple hero, area of effect. Like the panda's nice because of the breath of fire. That deals with like the tier 2 lighter anti-air units, but they always have like 500-ish health. So with enough area of effect you can whittle them down in the right situations. Fab's sending off the militia for some reason. What was that ping? That was weird. Who did that ping on your team? I mean, they could just be saying go to that base, but that was like right on where the militia were. I think that was just a coincidence, but that was weird. Okay. So Fabs wants to secure the top, but Fury's having that. Fury's having all of this. So you've got 2 bases left. No, well, 1.5 bases left, really. There's that base. There's 2 bases left, sorry. And then whatever this is. They have one main base, and then the minimap is a little bit bugged. So it doesn't always show, but there's, you know, there's a little bit. You still got so much gold right now. Let's have a look and see what the other guys have. 186, 52 food. Nothing is being mined right now for dues. Gorka, 56 food, no main base, by the looks of it. 1,000 gold. You're now stuck at 20 food. How come you didn't send off any acolytes or anything? Oh, there you go. Good job on sending the acolytes off at least. Tried to sort of recover a little bit. Dancing peons with exactly the 500 gold he had at the start. Aurora with 0 gold and 5 food, so just 1 hero by the looks of it. Yeah. Fury's got 63 food, a lot of gold, not much wood. I don't think he's even got ghouls. He would need to get like a crypt and get some ghouls going, or ask for some wood from an ally and get a shredder going. And probably send it over here would be the least likely place for you guys to go. Fabs has got 84 food. Just a huge bulk of rifles. Paladin did not take in Devotion Aura though, so unfortunately these rifles don't have the benefit with the Aura. Because they would have been really nice with an Aura. Fury losing at the base. So he's kind of stuck with his powerhouse of Frostworms and double hero. Gorka actually has both the heroes and a whole bunch of these still. Where's Aurora? He's just left with the level 3 Paladin. Who's actually putting some damage onto your sneaky Acolyte expansion. I gotta be honest, I'm rooting for this red team.
Our allies' town is under siege.
They got a hell of a lot left, but do they have enough buildings left? I think I know what's gonna happen.
Our town is under attack.
It's a shame the minimap is bugged because it would be more easily able. I'd be more easily able to identify where all the last buildings are left.
Summoning is complete. Our brethren need assistance.
Look at the Fury. He's got all of these necropolises. That's because he doesn't have the lumber though. He's trying to get his food count up. Fury left the game. That was a strange thing to do at that point. Maybe he sensed the doom was coming. That's unfortunate. So now they've got an even harder time having to control Fury. His Frostworms are being sent off. Picking off of a Griffin. Maybe some more. If he could spread the Frostworms, which he could have done. But obviously it's someone else controlling right now, so they're not going to control it very well. As you can see. Where are you going? This is what happens when someone leaves the game. Units just get thrown around the map and people don't just panic. That AoE though. Hurry up to Vitality. Pick up the time. They're being sent back, which is unfortunate for them because that splits up them more. Fury loses the Panda. And I'd say you got lucky here. Fury leaving the game really messed his team up. Because now the Panda's gone, the Frostworms didn't do anything. Aurora could control that, to be honest. He's only got 5 food to work with. Well, he's got 0 food to work with.
Our hero has fallen. Our town is under attack.
Where's he going, Fabs? Fabs is over here. They're hidden a farm. There's no web or something from Fury? Did he not research web? I think those fiends would have responded by now. He just went straight into Frostworms, didn't he? Looks like Death Knight's Necropolis has been spotted by Fabs. Frostworms taking care of a Necropolis, and there's another one over here. They seem to know. That's you guys pinging it. And the Frostworms... they're using the Frostworms quite usefully. Fury's going to lose the rest of these fiends. This has got to be the last base apart from this. I bet this farm ends up being like the last thing. Yeah, you've got another necropolis over here, so at least you've been hiding necropolises. This was a lazy, lazy game, this one.
Summoning is complete.
Another necropolis as well being hidden. So it comes down to that farm, I bet.
Our brethren need assistance.
Oh, Fab's picking off a couple of rifles.
Is complete.
Griffin's looking for trouble. Basically looking for whatever the last building is. Because that's their vision right now. You can see on the mini-map. Spot a frostworm there, I think. Oh. That's... And this is one of your last ones. You're setting up a gold mine, which is good.
Our town is under attack.
A little bit of stabilization. Frostworm going to be... No, he actually gets pulled back. So you guys are going to be revealed, but I don't know why, because you've got a necropolis. So I'm not sure. That must be for them or something. I don't know why you're getting the revealed symbol.
Our ally is under attack.
Because that necropolis means that you shouldn't be getting revealed, but okay. I guess that's someone else or something? I don't understand that one. It's not a tournament game, is it? Doesn't happen in tournament. Big old fight, but it looks like it's going really well for their team. Mountain King stepping it up, but unfortunately he doesn't have much mana left. If he had enough mana left, he'd really dominate. So the Griffins can still do some damage here, unless they get focused by the Riflemen. Do they get focused? Yeah, they do a little bit, but not that much. So they're doing a fair bit of damage, those Griffins. Flame Strike doing the rest. Lovely heal scroll there. Mountain King tanking for the team. Evasion. He's got an Ankh as well, which is pretty sweet. He claims you've lost. I think your spells are managing to finally get through Fab's last remaining units. Nice epic last fight. Poor Fabs was on his own there, apart from a few frostworms. So close, damn it. But what he didn't know was what burned within his soul. There's this over here. And there's only that farm, I think, for them. Oh, dancing peons. Look, see? He leaves the game really just as it's about to end. So he's been here this whole time. Could you imagine anyone more sad than that? How is it possible to be that sad an individual? That you actively join a game to be part of it, but do absolutely nothing during it. That must be insanely boring. You've got to be some really weird individual to do that. Because he leaves just after everything goes wrong. So he's there the whole time. If it was like 10 minutes later, fair enough. But he leaves like that. It's just wrong in so many levels. Alright, well there you go. I'm not exactly sure what that was I watched, but there you go, Death Knight. I hope you're happy. Although, really, you shouldn't be after that, because it revealed quite a few chinks in the armor. Is it kinks in the armor? I can't remember the phrase for it. I've probably just been offensive now. Okay. Fabs and Fury for the win. Some hard carrying going on there on that side. They had so many things go wrong for them, and they still managed to try to carry that. GG.